Okay, so this is the summary of the first turn of 1940. Here you can see the two cards that were in play. The Allies could have, the Allies could not have attacked, which they didn't because of the Sitzkrieg card. It also means that they cannot perform any strategic movement because that also costs one command, but they can rebase naval and air units. The Axis, on the other hand, could have made up to 4 attacks and or strategic movements, but they didn't do all that much because it's winter. It's a winter turn everywhere, the first turn of a year. So which means that all land units are restricted to one move, and all units, naval and air included, only have primary fire of a 1. So it's not the best time to attack, which is why they only attacked this lone unit here in a naval attack, hoping to prevent a possible landing in Norway on the subsequent turn, because the British units are set up for doing that, but so are the Germans, as you can see, and the Danish unit, the unit located in Denmark, can use the naval unit here to enter Norway as well. What else happened? Well, the Germans actually, this was a move. It was undefended, so I suppose that does not constitute a battle. So I didn't pay the cost for it. I hope I did that correctly. And basically, all units here were upgraded in the production phase. I built some new German units as well, including another leader. Normally, of course, units enter at a strength of 1 step, but since leaders also have a 0 step, I suppose they are built at strength 0 as well, even though that's not specifically mentioned. But under leaders it says that they have a 0 step, so I just assumed they would enter at that level. Something else I was wondering about, so I wonder if anybody can help me with that, is if you can actually place up to the number of units in a certain territory. So, for instance, 3 in Berlin. I couldn't see anything to that effect, only that the 4 here means that the factories cannot be, cannot be more than 4 in that particular area. But it doesn't say anything about a limitation towards the number of units that can be built there per turn. I think I may be confused with another game in which it works like that. But I think you can actually build up to the stacking limit each turn. Now, what else happened? The Italians upgraded their units here in Libya. They're not yet at war, but they're hoping that Paris will fall soon, and they want to be in position to attack Egypt, which is also why the British units here were upgraded. This doesn't cost anything extra yet at this point, which it would if they had to use Report supply, but the Mediterranean is still open, Italy is still neutral, so they don't have any such problems. What did the Russians do? They actually rebased an aircraft from somewhere, I don't know, quite far away, but they want to go after Iran on the next turn, hoping to capture some more resources, which of course will mean that they can build more factories and increase their production. Iraq might also be an option, and let's see what else they can do, because obviously the Urals are not, as per the new rules, version 1.3, you cannot upgrade the factories in the Urals beyond the initial starting 2. So yeah, so basically the only idea is to be aggressive. Diplomacy-wise, the Romanians joined the Axis, and I believe the Allies rolled for Greece, but Greece declined. So far, not much luck for the Allies as far as diplomacy is concerned. Yeah, that's basically it. The British still rebase the naval unit as well, because they can, of course, support an attack and aid in the defense of the territory. So I thought it would be a good idea to do that as well. Well, I think that's about it. So let's move on to the second turn of 1940.